Alright, here we are. Just waiting for a few people to get in here. I think I have everything set up right from before. Okay. Still wait a minute or two. Okay. I think I'll go with that. Hello, Mr. Ghosty. Or Mrs. Whoever. So, this is the game. You've got your daily challenge run back there. Different seasons here, I think. Where's the season selection? This thing? This thing. Here we go. So you can play previous seasons if you want. The only thing that they really charge for is just DLC, like some characters and weapons, and that's about it. But everything else are like free updates, which is kind of cool. It's made by Chinese devs, so there's still a bit of like English in the game. Uh, I really want to like translate for them. I'll just do it for free because some of the writing in this game makes me go crazy. Like, it's a lot of reading. Um, I first started playing this game like back around I think like 2019 or so, whenever it was I think it was like whenever it was first came on Steam, whenever it was first available. I got it in early access and then just been playing it ever since. Yeah, they got different characters. So uh Dog Boy and Cat Boy are the two original characters. I think when the game first released, I think these were the only characters in the game. I'm pretty sure. Uh, Dog Boy does dual wielding, and that's kind of it, I think. I mean, he's focused on grenades too, but grenades are, I don't know, they always fall off late game. I don't know of a single character whose grenades are like good in the late game, except maybe this guy because his like block projectiles, so that's pretty much useful all the time. But like in terms of like damage, I guess Crown Prince also is okay in the late game because his grenade can like chain people together. Oh wait, no, that's his special. Yeah, his grenade is smoke grenade. I think it debuffs enemies. I don't know. It's literally been years since I've played him, so I don't remember everything that he does. But kind of basic. You got the bird guy. He's like he was supposed to be melee focused on release, like of the DLC or whatever he came with. I don't remember if it was an update or DLC. He was supposed to be like a melee fighter, but he's I don't know. A leap and a cleave, which are both like melee focused. He's the first character to have armor instead of shield, so I don't know if you've played Borderlands, but instead of your shield regenerating, you have armor, which doesn't regenerate, but you can refill it by using your abilities. So it's he kind of supports like an in and out type of playstyle. Uh, uh, was that Tiger? I guess like kind of white tiger guy. He's more like sniper build, lightning, very strong, like one shot. I think it's like crit focused, sort of. I never really played as him that much. I've played every character at least like once or twice to sort of like attempt to understand how they work, but I have like my few favorites. Bunny Girl, she does like SMGs based on fire rate, basically. So if you improve your fire rate, basically the more bullets you spew out and the more hits you land, like the stronger she gets, because some of these abilities are based on like hits, I think, like number of hits. So stuff like that. Turtle guy. Now this is the actual melee guy. They released him, and I was pretty hyped. So he's pretty much pure melee. I mean, every character can use the same weapons. I should probably specify that. Every character can use the same weapons as each other. The only thing that differentiates them is their abilities and their like upgrades. But this guy, like his entire build will just be his abilities. Like you get past like one area and you get enough of these upgrades for like your abilities and stuff, and you literally don't even need your weapons anymore. You just go around and just punch shit, and it's really funny. And honestly, he's extremely overpowered, and I don't think they've nerfed him like ever. Like it's just some of the upgrades you can get during your runs. I can maybe play as him, but like honestly, I played as him so much that I got sick of him because he's just so brain dead. You just run around and punch everything. You're basically invincible, and you like one shot everything once you get the right items. So Monkey guy, I'm pretty sure I played as him like once. I don't remember how he works. I have no idea what he actually does. I think you like debuff enemies, and then like if you can kill them while they're debuffed, you get like a buff or something. And the idea is like stack it. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I played as him like once or twice when he first came out, and I just wasn't nothing stuck with me. Lee, Fox Girl, she does fire. She's okay. I love her design. Like I fucking love kimonos, like whatever this outfit is. But like, I don't know. I think she's focused on like nuking with like. I think you get kills and you get stacks. Like killing with one ability gets stacks, and then you like send out a giant fire explosion. And, like based on the stacks, it does like more damage or something. I don't know. That might just be one way to build them. Like you can build every character in this game different ways, but yeah, I don't know. I can't remember how effective she is. She's fun-ish. It's just a little like basic, I guess, which is kind of nice though, because a lot of these later characters get really fucking gimmicky. Like the owl guy, who is basically like you're playing a casino. Everything that you do is like RNG, sort of like you gamble with like cards and you get different abilities based on the cards and stuff, and it's I don't know. He might be the one character I've actually never played as. I don't know. It just didn't it didn't interest me really. Yeah. There's elements in the game, so she does like fire stuff. Let me see. Dog is like non-elemental. I mean, technically explosion, kind of like Borderlands. I think explosions are considered an element, but the game doesn't like react to them in any sort of way. Cat does poison, or they call it, what do they call it? Corrosion. Yeah, they call it corrosion. He's like physical, lightning, like physical. I think he just does regular damage. She's fire. Yeah, so this guy, you gamble. Like, if you can tell me any of what this means, then sure, maybe you could play as him. So he's got, like, cards. So, obtain astro aspects randomly according to initial chance and quality of occult scrolls. Scrolls are, like, I don't know if you've played roguelikes, but, like, when you pick up an item, it's like a passive that makes you do things better or whatever. So they're called scrolls in this game. So, you get a random astro aspect based on the quality of the scroll that you pick up. So normal, rare, legendary, and then cursed ones correspond to normal, rare, legendary, and wild astro aspects. Wild ones are regarded as any kind, and then wild is also regarded as legendary. It's fucking crazy. Deal 800 within 3.5 meters, 800 within 3.5 of the same target, 800 twice nearby, and then 800 twice nearby enemies within a something deal. It's a lot of reading. Like, when it got to the point of this guy being released and this other girl, like, it became a game of just... Like, you're standing still reading about what a lot of stuff in the game does more than you're actually playing it, which is one of the reasons I stopped playing for a while, was it just... it strains your brain. And again, it doesn't help that the game is still filled with a bit of English, so it's kind of hard to try and assume what things do. She's the like engineer styled gameplay. You summon a giant robot manned by a chicken, and you can switch its mode between like mobile or turret form. So she's kind of good for solo players because the robot can revive you. So normally, in single player you go down and that's it. But if you play as her, you can have it revive you. It's a little overpowered. I don't know. I think it's balanced enough because he can go down and get destroyed, but yeah, she's adorable. It's one of my favorite designs from this game. I think she's kind of boring to play as. Is the only problem. Like, her abilities are okay. Like you can throwing your grenades at your summon like heals him, which is kind of cool. Or is that an ability that you get? Where was it? I thought there was an upgrade. Maybe it's just default. Yeah. Hitting Iron Wings, like the mech. Hitting the mech will restore 25% of its HP. So you can like kind of heal it by throwing your grenades out, which is kind of cool, I guess. And then he has a like redeployment thing where you can like detonate the mech, and it'll like blow up around it. And I think it puts it on cooldown, but the detonation like gets stacked in the background. So as long as you're not using it all the time, then you can like basically have him available as soon as he explodes, and you can like resummon him immediately. And the two most recent characters are this Ice Goat Girl and Ink Squirrel, I think. I don't know if he's a squirrel or a flying squirrel, but she's based on... Ice is not a damage type in this game, but she kind of focuses on ice. You can like freeze enemies and execute them. Or not freeze. You shoot at weak spots on enemies that appear, and then they will like cripple enemies and kind of freeze them. They're not frozen in ice, but they stop moving. And then it gives you like, really easy chances to just farm critical hits on them. And then they execute, which you can also increase, which eventually becomes to the point where you can like actually play the game in the late game, because some enemies in this game get insanely tanky in the late game, and she makes it so that you can actually make progress. Like every couple seconds you're executing an enemy, and you can see progress being made, when if you play any other character, if you don't have a good build, it takes forever to make progress because enemies just refuse to die. So being able to execute every enemy at like half health is like really powerful in the late game. And then Momo is probably my favorite just because he's fucking adorable. Like, this is my spirit animal. I've been thinking of turning my bunny corn into like a part squirrel hybrid just because of him. He's basically just a little rascal. You transform and become like invulnerable, smack enemies a little bit, which is really not that big of a deal. It does like no damage. And he's kind of about like leaving behind like territory on the ground and stuff, and it sort of like buffs your moves, debuffs the enemies. And then his grenade is what I said earlier. You can throw out like a giant wall basically, and it like blocks projectiles. So he's like the only character that I can think of off the top of my head whose grenades are still good in the late game. I think Nona, her grenades are good because you can heal your mech, but that's about it. If we're talking like actually being able to deal with enemies or like, help survive at any given moment, his like blocking projectile grenades is like the best thing probably. I didn't know this until like a couple, maybe like a month and a half ago when I first streamed this game, was that one of his things, one of his like abilities, is it this one? No. Oh, it's over here. Yes, this one. Apparently you can build him based on weapon abilities. So weapons, every weapon in the game has like, or at least most of them have like some kind of right click ability, and they use like a secondary resource. Like there's like a fish weapon that gets stacks when you get critical hits, and then like it fills up a bar, and then you can right click it to drain the bar to like, or consume the bar to fire like grenades basically as a gun, which is kind of cool. So this guy focuses on using weapon abilities like that, and if you go this build, it's actually really strong, and I didn't know that for like the longest time. So I tried it recently, and then I was like, oh, wow, why have I ever played him in any different way? So I might play as him again. Because, yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff you could do with him. The dog's kind of fun, because dual wielding, like, might sound kind of boring, but the game is based a lot on, like, elements, and dual wielding two different weapons of two different elements, and then getting upgrades for those weapons to make them apply the last third element that you need means that you can just constantly apply all three elements and all the debuffs associated with those elements at like the same time, and it's like really crazy. So despite him being one of the first characters, he's like actually one of the more, I guess, fun ones maybe. Like he definitely feels good to play. Yeah, charge talisman is what I'm going to try and bring. Meteor. I guess so. Although I don't have a charged weapon. I could change that later. So this season, they have talismans, which are like little devices that you bring with you, and when you fulfill a what do they call that? When you fulfill like a requirement, it has an effect. And I like the charge one and also the loop one. The loop one just applies the effects on a constant cooldown, basically. So you don't even have to do anything, it just does it. But the charge one is the build that I found to be really fun. You basically just get to keep stacking charges on a weapon, and it does ridiculous damage. It's really cool. So I might play max level difficulty and probably regret it. There's all the power gems in the game you can put in the things. Anyway, enough talk. I guess we'll get into the game and see how long I last. So yeah, like, when it first came out, I could very, very quickly feel the Borderlands inspiration. Also, let me know if the audio levels are good, because it's a bit loud for me, but I think I have it lowered in OBS, so it should be okay. What's it want me to do? Yes, I know, I have a new talisman. Okay. None of these weapons charge, so... Does this count as charging? I'm gonna test it out. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, I'm screwed. I guess we'll be stuck with this. Yeah, you pick up weapons. They got like random attributes and stuff. And yeah. It's very Borderlands-esque. You just kind of pick ones with different modifiers on them and stuff and try and get like really powerful combos. And it's kind of fun. This one makes me move faster when I have it, because it's basically a melee gun. This isn't even a gun. It's a saw blade. The enemies seem kind of easy, but the late game scales like really fast, so... Is that it? There's a lot of explosions happening. Okay, I think that's everyone. So, these are the scrolls that you get that like have different effects and stuff. These are your roguelike items. So basically my grenades. Consume all the grenades when the count of my grenades in reserve are maxed. And then when it consumes them, it also does 10% increased weapon damage for each charge consumed. So if I pick this up, my grenades are now set to 0. And I have some increased weapon damage for a bit. I don't like that one. I'm probably going to get rid of that scroll. I don't think it's a very good one, especially for me who, you know, I want to block projectiles with my grenades. The projectiles I block is just like this scroll that you send out. It doesn't do much damage, but it's good to stop people in their tracks if they're trying to like snipe you or something. There's some snipers later in the game that kind of makes very easy. Yeah, the what constitutes as a gun is a very loose terms because you've got like this, which is like a melee weapon. I literally picked 2 melee weapons for this. This isn't very good, but they're decent early game at least. Let's see. Damage after pick. I'm gonna get the debuff. So that white line that's left behind by the grenades, that area, if enemies are in that, they do like 30% less damage and perform actions 20% slower. So I want the upgrades that are focused on weapon abilities, but I'll have to pick that for now. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna give up. that was terrible. Yeah, I need a better starting weapon. Well, there's my first run for the for the day on max difficulty. I blame my weapon selection. I did not have a good weapon for this. That starting chest gives you 3 random weapons, and if you don't have anything good, you're kind of screwed. 600. 150. Lucky shot chance. I'll try this one. It has a new ability. Oh, I can't right-click with it yet. Why not? Launch an orbit. Oh, that's just the... Oh, wait, this does count as charging. Oh, we're in luck. So my charge talisman works with this because charging this weapon counts as charging. I like that. So now I can basically just idle because my loop talisman, where is it? Or charge talisman is constantly looping because I'm constantly charging my weapon. So this is the kind of build that I like to go, where all you have to do is just hold down like the left click button and the game kind of just plays itself. Now, if you get a better weapon, like, again, eventually this will fall off. I have to get upgrades for it. But when I get a better weapon, I'll be able to, like, charge it like this, and it stacks up damage for the charge, and then you can release it, and it does, like, a massive increase in damage. So that's usually what I try and aim for. But currently, this early in the game, I could just let the meteors that it's summoning do all the damage for me. There should be like an achievement for beating the game with without having to fire a single shot. I think that'd be really funny. So this one's also pretty good, I think. It doesn't count as charging, but that's fine. I forgot how this works. I don't remember how this weapon works. Something about automatically hitting crit spots if they're within that range that I'm looking at. Let's see. Hold to auto-target marked enemies. An extra energy projectile will be generated after 5 shots and cause slow effect. Okay. Auto-target. Yeah, I think... So it doesn't auto-hit weak spots. It just does auto-hits. But still nice. Lucky shot chance for missing HP. So the less health I have, the more chance I have of doing extra damage. Lucky shot. I'm not sure about the calculations in this game, how it all works, but lucky shot basically just like multiplies my damage. So, and it is possible to stack it. So if you've got like 200% lucky shot chance, then you're basically doing like 100% times multiple damage. I don't know how it works. It's complicated. Yeah, the game is a lot of math and a lot of English. So yeah, this is good. So within 8 meters, if enemies are in 8 meters, 60% weapon damage. When they're beyond 8, I get 30% lucky shot chance instead. And then apply both of them as long as I am in the white spot on the ground, so like this. Is there a vault back here? Okay, onwards we go. And obviously this is co-op, like, I'm playing this solo, so it's a little lonely, but... What'd I get? Ooh. Okay, so this one lets me, yeah, when you open a chest, there's... Sometimes a chest will show 3, like, rewards you can pick, but you can only pick 1. That one lets me pick all 3 of them. Oh! Okay, he was body blocking me. I'll let the meteors fight for me as long as they stay relevant. Where is everyone? Oh, hi. Okay. I guess I'll get the debuff again. I really need the weapon resource one. Because this one works on weapon resources, that little bar beneath the crosshair. So one of my character's things, like the upgrades you can get for him, is this one. So increased damage when using weapon skills. So in this case, it would be this weapon. When I activate like the tracking mechanism, then I get 40% increased damage for 6 seconds. And then you gain, it says when the weapon resource skill is, or weapon skill resource is below 33%, it basically auto refills your resource back to 100%. So if you have like a flamethrower that shoots bullets as the primary method, and then like right click shoots fire, the fire drains like your secondary ammo for the weapon. And so this skill for this guy basically lets you get like free refills on your secondary ammo instead of having to actually do what's required to get it. This one, the bar just refills over time. So when I let go, it just fills up over time. So it's not the best weapon for my character, but there's other weapons that require you to like land so many headshots in a row, or like, you know, it just lets you basically bypass the prerequisites to get the secondary resource. So what was that? As long as I aim for the head and then use the lock-on thing, it auto-tracks for me, and that's actually really good. Will not drop below 0. Let's see. Skill damage. I don't use my skills. So this one basically gives me bonus skill damage, but then every time I buy from the shop, I lose skill damage. Well, let's see. Won't drop below 0%. Oh, okay. So just eventually it will become pointless. So I guess there's no reason not to pick it up. But yeah, I don't need that right now. I don't really use skills. I use weapon skills. Character skills are like a different thing. Oh, right, I forgot. Let the meteors fight for me. Everything's just dying before they can even get over to me. Ow. Ow. Whew. I missed. Last wave. There's so much money. Come on, stop moving. Hey, we got a special shopkeeper here. Talisman, yes. Okay, so I would like to buy another charge talisman. And then I also want maybe I wonder if the thunder would be better than the lightning. Imprison and deal extra damage. Enemies increase damage taken by that lasting for that. I could try it. An infinite dash is kind of nice. So what these power gems are, this is what I get if I fulfill the requirement of the talisman. But my talisman just says, you know, charge your weapon. So if I get the infinite dash one, then as long as I'm charging my weapon, I have no cooldown on my dash for a second. But it keeps refreshing every second as long as I'm charging it up, so it's, you know, it's infinite. This one's kind of funny. Basically, oh wait, I think the power one is what I want. I think. So I can customize this. I could take out the meteor, and then I can throw in the coin one. So now, when I charge my weapon, I just get money. I just get free money. I could sit here and idle for like hours if I want to, but they did a pretty good job of balancing the shopkeepers to not be like super overpowered, so this isn't going to benefit me too much. But it is still free money. When the domain disappears, accumulate stack space and area size and restore. Okay. I probably want this one. And here's a special chest, so I can give money to get an item. Let's get a rare one. After dashing 3 times, become immune to damage for 2 seconds. So, wait a minute. After dashing 3 times, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I didn't get the dash gem. Okay. But I could throw that in there and then just stack infinite dashes. So I'm going to try the thunder one. It's not triggering. I think there has to be enemies near me. Ooh, a better tracker. So mine has faster fire rate and double magazine size. But slower, let's see. Enemies in decay effect. Increased lucky shot chance, less rate of fire, but more overall damage. I might just take that. I don't know. Yeah, if it has a faster reload too, that might be better. Depends. Oh no. Okay, well, let's see. How well does that work? Oh, that does a lot of damage. Oh, this is easy. This is one of those classic enemies that runs away constantly and you have to kill it to get a bunch of free stuff. But the lightning is pretty powerful for this one. Wow. It has never been that easy before. In fact, there have been like maybe 2 or 3 times when I've actually killed that guy in all my times of playing this game. Normally he just runs away because he summons clones and you cannot kill him fast enough. But I wonder if the lightning knew which one was like the real one. So 30 stacks every 3 seconds. You get increased lucky shot chance for each stack. And you take 10 okay, so basically works off of a less shots per second playstyle, like if you're hitting with heavy weapons or if you're like a sniper. But since I'm going a charge build, that also works because I'm not shooting this whole time. So, okay, a Thorn's ability, let's see. Magazine capacity, but more reload time. I don't like that. Okay. I guess that's everything in here. If nothing else, I got a bunch of extra money. do a free etch, but that's about it. Minus 50% of reload time and retain the remaining ammo's additional magazine. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care. So if I fire and then reload... Oh, I think I have to hit an enemy. Yeah, when reloading after defeating enemy. Okay, whatever. And I did the chest, so I think that's everything in this room. Wait, there's a regular peddler over here. He's hidden. Oh, he's the phantom one. Okay. I kind of want to get this one. 75% increased weapon and skill damage, but minus 2% HP per second when your HP is greater than 25% of max. That sounds kind of fun. Weapon and skill damage. I'm not shooting very much, though, is the only problem. I feel like I'd be really dumb to not take it, though. Yeah, so now I'm basically bleeding. I'm, like, losing health. But 70% increased damage is, you know, obviously not a small number. Oh, the lightning only applies to one enemy. Okay. So that's a downside. Let's see. Max shield and armor and max health goes up with an initial option count of 1. Complete 4 scenes plus 1 counting each defeat assist. Elites. What? Okay, see, this is where the English becomes a problem. I don't know what I'm reading. Obtain a golden goblet. The golden goblet is what gives me my character upgrades. With an initial option count of 1 after 4 scenes. A scene is like a level. And the objective is to complete 4 scenes. Plus 1 counting each defeat / assist. Elites count as 3. Plus 1 golden goblet option from task for every... Okay, so every 20... Okay, so every 20 enemies that I kill, I think. Or assisting killing if it's multiplayer. Elites counting as 3. For every 20 of those, I get an extra golden goblet option? I feel like this is going to be overall better than it is bad. So what it's doing is it's lowering my options, I think, of my character upgrades. I can only pick 1 instead of 3. But every 20 enemies that I kill, extra points, counting... I've never seen that one, so it's hard for me to figure out what it's even talking about. Oh, jeez, that's a big AoE. Is he just stuck in place permanently? Pretty much. That's kind of funny. I like this lightning one. This is pretty great. This keeps freezing him. Wow. I like that. That's fun. 20% chance to fire an extra projectile. No, thank you. Give me my money. So, because I have that scroll that I picked up earlier, this one, I can pick up all 3 of these if I want. It says that the scrolls obtained this way cannot be discarded. And then the scroll is destroyed when you use it. So basically, if I want to pick all 3 of these, I can, but I can only do it once. And I don't care for some of these. So what I might do... I might do this one. Just having a little ring that pops out every couple seconds that does damage. A little green ring, I think. Every 6 seconds. Yep, there we go. So that does corrosion damage to nearby enemies, which is kind of in line of my hold down the mouse button and don't do anything playstyle. So that's probably the best of the 3 options. Those are some pretty bad options, honestly. Hi. I think they're trying to jump out of the ground. Yeah, I like the lightning one. This is actually really good. It's just constantly locking enemies in place. And that's it. There's a gem. And a chest. So I can give money to replace inscriptions. I don't care about that. I don't care about rerolling inscriptions either, so I'm going to give money to get a scroll. Consuming 2 copper when I land a shot. Copper spent will be refunded if I trigger a lucky shot chance. So basically increases my damage with bonus damage. Or increases my chance to deal bonus damage. But it costs money to do so every time I shoot. And then if I manage to do that bonus damage, it gives me the money back. But I'm not shooting, so I don't think that really matters. Does one of these... None of these charge, I don't think. Ooh. Ooh, these are both pretty good. Ooh, a better thunderstorm. Is it worth 200? Probably not. Because again, I'm basically just idling, but I guess I'll take it. I could sell the old one. The boss is coming up, so I gotta get some kind of better weapon at some point. This is actually doing some damage, even when I do decide to fire it. Oh, that's it. Okay, so let me see my options. I have 27 out of 40. Is there a vault? I don't think so. I think that's just it for the last part of this map. Okay, that's fine. So let's see. I have 3 options. And I think... Here we go. Wait, no. Weapon skill damage during duration. I mean, ideally, yes, we want that. I want to go the weapon skill build. But I need to get other upgrades first. Okay. Here we go. This is what I want. This is the weapon I need. Okay. Lucky shot chance, less rate of fire. Basic weapon damage for next magazine for each 10% hit rate of current magazine. So this is what I need to use to be able to basically charge up. Because the secondary ability is the charge up. So this works with the charge talisman really well. Ooh. Okay, immunity to slows. And chance to add ammo back to the magazine when shooting. I don't know if I'll bother improving this. I'll probably just wait till I find a better one. But the doors will close when I go back in. I might as well, if I've got extra money. Okay. Do I want to keep doing the thunder one? It does the most damage, so I think so. I think I'll keep the thunder one. So let's see. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Just basically keep charging it, wait for the damage to build up, and then release it. No, no, no. Wow. That's the first time I've ever actually killed him before he was able to get his shield back. Wow. Lucky shot chance after dashing. None of these are particularly good. Up to 2 stacks. Okay. I'm gonna get the shield cap, I guess. So now if I stand in my white area, I get better defense, basically. Okay, give me another charge talisman. So now I have a rare charge talisman that does a better thing. If you get multiple of the same one, it like levels it up. So what do you have? Close range boost. Infinite dash. Meteor. Weapon enhance. That is what I need. Resonance. For every 2 identical. Trigger count +1. Copy the effect of the power gem to the right. Okay. A rare power strike is pretty good. The effect will not be stacked to the same gem as repeatedly triggered. I'm gonna get, I think, all 3 of those. Okay. Alright, and now for an interesting thing. I activated a modifier before I started this run so that I can pick buffs here, but when I pick a buff, and basically the enemies get like the opposite effect. Or something similar, but like for them. So, for example, this one, I can choose this, which will make it so that my elemental damage will always cause an elemental effect within 3 seconds after swapping weapons. But then the enemies get a buff as well. It says every 3rd attack will inflict elemental effect on the player. So, more max HP, but less damage resistance. I recover 30% of my total HP every time I deal damage, with a half-second cooldown. But then the enemies get 3% lifesteal, 50% max HP. That's horrible. No, I don't want enemies to be even harder to kill. So lightning damage plus 25% and immune to the negative effects of shock. These are all terrible. Dang. This is like the worst I've ever seen. Okay, here we go. Defeating an enhanced monster will inflict manipulation effect on all monsters in a 7-meter radius. And then when breaking shield or armor, movement speed greatly reduced for half second, unable to recover shield for 5 seconds. That sounds pretty bad. Every 6 seconds release. Okay, so I can get the magnetic coil, which might help me a little bit. But enemies leave behind a lightning area when defeated. That's not bad. Increased damage resistance for HP missing. You know what? I'm going to pick that, actually, because I already have 75% of my max health missing because of my 70% increase, like, weapon damage thing. After hitting player randomly obtains 1 cursed scroll effect for 5 seconds. That's terrible, but also, like, really hilarious. Oh, I kind of want that. Minus 30% damage dealing to the player with more than 80% of total. Okay, yeah, so if I pick this one, a curse scroll. So, like, if I pick a good thing, it buffs the enemies in some way. So if I pick a curse scroll that hurts me, it like also hurts enemies. So if I do 30% less damage to elite monsters, which isn't that much, then the effect on enemies is 30% less damage to me if I have, like, what is it, 80% or more health or something? Well, I already have less, so that doesn't matter. I'm basically permanently locked at 25%. If I get a cursed scroll effect, wouldn't I get immunity because of the scroll? I don't know. Weapon damage if magazine is full. 50% damage on the first hit against players before taking damage from players. And less movement speed for that. That's not that bad. I really want to pick the immunity to cursed scrolls because I think that's really funny. But getting hit by enemies applying like a random cursed scroll effect to me would be terrible. And the effect lasts for 5 seconds. Like, that is not a short amount of time in a game like this. Maybe increase damage if the magazine is full. Or should I skip it? Let's be ballsy. I'm gonna choose this one. I know I shouldn't, but and I can do one more. Exponentially decrease the chance of inflicting elemental effects by a weapon. Well, I have immunity to cursed scrolls, so I could just pick this, and it will not affect me at all. And instead, it'll just debuff enemies with plus 100% duration when affected by elemental effect. That sounds really good. Considering, again, it costs nothing to me because I'm immune to curses now. I think I'm going to pick that. And then I gotta pick up my scrolls over there. Alright. Ooh, first strike. Ooh, that's so good. For this type of build, when I'm doing like charge shots. So if I always have 40 spare ammo. What's 40? Oh my gosh, 40 times 5. Math. 160, 200. I'm dumb. That was very simple math. 200. So, yeah. 200% increased weapon damage. That's kind of nice. But that's really expensive. This is the soul essence stuff I was talking about. I have to... You basically get that by killing enemies. I gotta build that up to be able to buy stuff at the end of the season, so I'm not gonna spend it right now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Things just got way more fun now with this weapon. Who is behind the wall? Hi. He didn't even enter the arena yet, and he was like already at half health because I kept freezing him. Is there anyone else nearby? No shop people or anything. Okay. Let's go in here and deal with an elite, because that's fun. This is actually amazing, because it gives me a free critical hit, basically, on any enemy. And especially against this guy who constantly shields his face. Dang it. There we go. Nice. I love the charge talisman. There's so many funky things you can do with it. Ooh. This is actually very good. The orange lines of text are like the best ones you can get. So see, what does Tempest do again? This is the one, yeah, where you gotta have the energy, which fills up over time, and I think it also fills up as you deal damage. Yeah, hits cause a small explosion and deal energy, so, or restore energy. I'm not using the lightning weapon anymore, so I might be able to just keep this if I want. I could try it. But it doesn't charge, so I won't really be getting any use out of it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh! 3 legendaries. Well, this would be a time to take everything. So recover 40% of my shield instantly when it's broken. 1 second less primary skill and dash cooldowns every time I land a hit. And damage for every amount of money that I have. I'll just take all of those. Greedy choice has been destroyed. Come on, can you freeze the enemy I'm looking at, please? The lightning doesn't behave the way I want it to. Alright. That was basically everything. The only downside to the charge talisman is you have to sit there and listen to it making that sound effect all the time. Junk, 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 junk. Let's see. Yes! Increased damage when using the secondary skill. Now this attack method will be even stronger. Who is this? Phantom Peddler. Maybe? I might refresh. 60 is kind of expensive. That's not bad. Ooh, here we go. I could get both of these. I could get both of these. %50 extra damage to armor, which is kind of nice. Okay, so projectile plus 0.2 for every enemy killed. Reset the reload. Rate of 5%, 5% after killing enemy. Projectile speed, like a shot chance. What I want is the corrosion conversion. So it changes the damage type to corrosion. And it's also just a better version of the current weapon I'm using. So if I buy this, in conjunction with this weapon, more movement speed for 5 seconds after inflicting decay effect or hurting enemies under decay effect. So now when I use this, I basically am always moving faster, which I guess is kind of nice. I guess that would be nice to have. I'll take that, I guess. So when I reload, I move faster. I can't even reload. There we go. Let's see, the reload for this weapon is so short, it like barely helps me at all. What was that? Resonance Talisman. Well, I'll pick it up, but I don't need it. Wow, that was a one-hit kill. He's just immortal, which means he stays alive for a bit of extra time after killing him. Oh boy. I hate that guy so much. Finish him. Finish him. Finish him. Easy. Nice. Wait, was that the reload? It was instant. Okay. So basically what I want to do is etch this for 600 to get a, what's it called? A Gemini effect And the Gemini effect, basically, you got to have the same effect on both weapons for it to take effect, but they could be really powerful. So I'm just going to prematurely get this on this because I'm going to keep using this one, I think, at this point. Sheer magazine capacity, and that is the exact one that I want. Is just to max the magazine capacity. So when I get, I'll have to change this weapon to something else, like the minigun. But if I can find a minigun and slap this Gemini effect onto it, then this thing will have like 240 rounds. And that works really well with one of these scrolls I thought I had somewhere. Or was it a hero ability? What was the thing based on here? Yeah, let's level this one up. Okay, so... was it a talisman thing? Power strike? What did I have that did damage based on my magazine size? Am I stupid? Not that. Was that last run? I think that might have been last run. What the fuck did I have? For each copper I have, but there was one for clip size. Lucky shot chance after dashing. For each curse scroll you own, more damage and skill damage. For HP missing. Okay, I might be really stupid. I thought I had something that increases that. Well, that's kind of pointless. Well, I can re-roll the Gemini to be something else, but I thought it did more damage based on the magazine size. Didn't I swear I just picked up an ability that did that? Where did that go? Hmm. Well, whatever. I can change the Gemini effect to something else. Increase final shot. Maybe it was one of these. Nope. I must just be incredibly stupid. I don't know where I saw that, but I swear I picked something up that gave me more damage. Okay. Well, that's fine. Most of these I don't want or need. Increased lucky shot chance. Ooh. That's pretty good, but maybe I'll keep this one for now. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Hey, yo, getting it maxed this early. So 120% increased damage for 6 seconds after using a weapon skill. Gain 1 stack every 9 seconds. Or cost 300% weapon skill resource up to 3 stacks. Cost 2 stacks, fully restore. 60% lucky shot chance if it's over 2. Did they rework this? I thought it did something different. I don't know. Basically, I just keep stacking, right-clicking with this by charging it up. And it's just going to do a ton of extra damage. Is there a vault hidden anywhere? I don't remember seeing a vault in this area. Oh, I should also level this up, probably. It cost me all my money. Oh, you know what it was? It was this thing, I think. Oh, no, I know where it is. I know where it is. Here we go. How do I okay, display mouse cursor. Let's see. It was down here. No. Spirit Surge? with an initial option count of 1 after 4 scenes. Oh, wait, I have this now? Okay. Lucky shot chance will be increased to 60% when dealing damage with weapon skills. Alright. Weapon damage and skill damage. Yeah, so I have 3 of the 5 requirements. Or, I have 3 of the 3 that I need, but there's 5 that you can have. So I met the requirements for this one by having only 3 of them. Gives me increased weapon and skill damage. I swear I had something else that was dealing damage based on magazine capacity. Where the fuck did I see that? Oh yeah, we like seeing red numbers. The red number means a lucky shot, where you basically have 200% lucky shot chance or higher, and you're dealing like exponentially increased damage, sort of. And it's, yeah, I mean, that you just saw the power of it. 8 enemies without taking damage for at least 3 seconds before completing 3 scenes. Golden Goblet refresh. I mean, I already have the thing max that I need, so that doesn't really matter, but it might be nice. Crit multiplier. We could go with this. Achieve more than 20 critical hits in the next 60 hits. Now, hopefully, by hits, they don't mean damage dealt, and they simply just mean shooting. Because if my lightning trigger effect that's happening counts as hitting them, then there might be a problem. Let's go in the vault for now. Oh, okay. Yeah, the effect doesn't work in here, so I don't have to worry about that. Come on. Lock him in place. Lock him in place. There we go. That he just instantly died. Easy. Wow. I love this build. Okay, I don't need any of those. Weapons will automatically scrap themselves into money if I don't pick them up, so... Increase crit multiplier. After taking damage to HP 50 times from enemy traps, bonuses lowered to that can't be discarded. Yeah, but it's still increased multiplier damage anyway. Unlimited enhancement for each enhancement after the third one. $130 copper cost every time. Basically, if I just have extra money, I think is the only reason I would use that for. I don't think so. Ascension options are fixed at 2. 3 chances to select both. Yeah, Ascensions are like your character upgrades, so that could be good, considering I already have the one that I need the most. I might pick that, but I want the damage multiplier for crit hits, because that's where this thing shines, is just charging up a really powerful shot and getting a crit hit. So having an increased multiplier just makes it that much better. Like right now, it has a 4.3 crit multiplier. I'm spouting a lot of like mouth out of my every orifice, so if this is annoying, I'm sorry. It's math, but it's like caveman math. All you know is just numbers go up, and that's all that matters. Things, you know you're doing something right if things just die around you with minimal effort. Oh, that's not good. Back away, back away. Hello. There we go. With a drill, this can be a good weapon sometimes. But again, I pretty much have everything I need right here with this one. So nice. Give a scroll and obtain. Okay. Ooh, I might do the level up though. I think that's probably better. Leveling up my weapon is what I need. Okay, let's get Charge Talisman again. Another Charge Talisman. And Lucky Shot Chance. If I can get an extra slot until one ammo remains of the next shot for each ammo. Because hey, this will work. The effect will not be stacked at the same one. Okay. Yeah, so if I get a minigun and then combine their magazine sizes, this is what would be crucial to this. Also, Reforge. What's Reforge? Huh? Talisman material. By consuming identical name talismans, hired expands affix choice? What? I've never done this before. Quick fill. No suitable talisman available for now. Reforge affixes by consuming identical. Oh, that's why it's so good. Yeah, 40%. I forgot about that. While charging weapons, you also get the bonus of 40% movement speed and damage resistance while charging. So I'm just faster while doing this. Okay, yeah, let's do level it up. Now, what do I give it? What do I not need? I guess I could give the curse scroll because I don't need that anymore. I'm immune to curse scrolls. And I would like to level this one up. I guess I'll just do that one. I don't use my ink form. So, yeah, I haven't even used this guy's ability yet. You can turn into a squirrel if you do that. And then you can just, like, attack enemies around you, but I don't know. I don't need that for this build. Now, if I scrap these, how much are they worth? 68. There might be enough weapons just laying on the ground for me to be able to afford another Reforge. Let's see. 68, 68. I need, like, 2 more weapons. Come on. Nothing? Dang it. I think they dropped weapons in the vault, didn't they? Yes! Here we go. So the only reason that you would recycle a weapon when it does it automatically is because I need the money right now. If I leave the stage and it recycles weapons, you know, I can't spend the money on the guy who's here. So I need the money right now. Oh, there's a weapon behind the door. Okay. So now, level up one more time, and there we go. No. Just no. Like 250,000 damage with one shot. 602,000. I love this build. Oh, okay, they were gone already. Nothing down there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Fuck. I gotta land my crit hits. Dang it. So awkward. Here we go. It is a little awkward when enemies keep freezing when I don't expect them to. Is that counting? How many hits? Did I complete it? I think I completed it. Yeah, okay. There we go. So crit multiplier is now increased. Nice. I might, honestly, unfortunately, have to start... yeah, scrapping things manually if I'm going to be reforging these all the time. Here he is, again, immediately. Just spend all my money leveling it up. There's a chest down there. Oh, okay. Who's left? Oh, not again? Oh, get me out of here. Get me out of here. Oh boy. Are we done? Okay, now we're done. That was close. Get out of here. You and your mines. Okay. So let's see. After using weapon skill, plus 4% weapon damage, and minus 25% skill damage. Or skill damage, okay. And after using primary skill, more skill damage and less weapon damage, and then when both effects are active, the effect is doubled and the negative effect is removed. So I just don't use my primary skill. I use secondary. But that's fine. Even if I don't use the primary, it still has that effect. Guess that one. Okay, here's a chest. Give money, get box, or scroll. Sure. For each enemy, the additional skill damage occurs up to once every 3. Okay. I don't use skills. That's kind of pointless. I use weapon skills, not regular skills. Yeah, level that one up. Dang it, I forgot to show a picture of my character to one of my friends. He was asking to see a picture. My profile picture in Discord. He was like, who is that? I'm like, oh, it's just like a weird like anti-version of my character. A really like lazy repaint that I did. He's like, I want to see him. I'm like, okay, sure. He said that like 6 hours ago before I left, and then I went to go somewhere and I came back and I forgot. Whenever an ammo pack is big, okay, I don't need that. I think this is good. Because I basically just get regen now. Yes, that is good. I like that. Good effect. Now, once again, I have to recycle all of these to give me enough money to be able to reforge my weapon before I leave this area. There's a rocket launcher up there. Any other weapons anywhere? Okay. So I think that's everything. Okay. Dang it, I don't have enough for another one. That's fine. At least I got one of them. Wonder if Ghost Boy fell asleep again. Oh, I just did this. Dang it. I thought I didn't for some reason. Less max HP and more copper. Yes, please. Because max HP doesn't really matter to me anymore at this point. Yeah, nice fight, dude, but he's kind of like already dead. Oh, I forgot I have to jump. Come on. Dude, stop swimming around and let me hit you. Okay, look, if you're just gonna keep doing this, I'm just gonna shoot you, alright? I've never had him do this many times in a row. Dude, what is he doing? Okay, now we... There we go. Just, come on. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, I'll do the debuff again. Another tracker that I don't need. Phantom skin. That's fine. That's pretty good. I could use that right about now. Then we have another talisman guy who can recharge. Ooh, that would be really good. That would be really good. Another rare ammo compression, which would be great when I level it up. Let's get both of those. Okay. And then give me another charge talisman. Okay, we have two rare... I think we have two rares, right? Two rare charge talismans. And two common... Ooh! I just need one more common charge talismans, and I can get my legendary. Okay. We doing this. Here we go. Increased damage if the magazine is full. Was that what it was? I thought it was based on, like, each shot. Okay. So I guess I didn't pick it, because here it is. After dashing as a lightning bolt at previous position. So if I'm near, they release a lightning around me. I don't care for that. Preemptive strike. None of these are particularly good. Sources within 10 meters and less movement speed. I mean, again, I'm immune to cursed scrolls, so I could just take that for free, and it just debuffs the enemies for free. Skill damage when your skill hits an enemy with more than... I think Stone Skin might be the best one, but having it also apply to the enemies is kind of stinks. I'm doing a lot of damage. I might take that. A 3% max shield / armor every time I deal damage to players. Effects on elite enemies are reduced by 80%. That sounds pretty good, considering I'm constantly dashing. When hit by enemies... Less movement speed. 25% chance to ignore my shot whenever I hit them. I'd rather not. I think this is a pretty good one. Okay. I don't really want to spend any of these. That's fine. Alright, let's go. It's like clay pigeons. Alright. Increased weapon damage. Ooh, more movement speed. Ooh. Movement speed good, but base weapon damage is probably better. 50 times the next 100 shots. I can do that. Maybe. Did that literally just give me a bun and nothing else? There we go. Task success. Yeah, and if I'm ever in a extreme pickle situation, I can sell my talismans I don't need as well. Dang it. I'm moving around so much, it's hard for even me to hit them. I need that multiplier. Where is he? Is he up there? Get back down here. There we go. Ooh, I can max either of these. I'll probably get this one. Lucky shot chance, most sting and blank domain. Chance to deal damage. So you have a 30% chance. A weapon will have a 30% chance to deal damage once more. So just like hitting a second time, like that sounds pretty strong. I think I gotta get that one. $700 is kind of a lot, but sure, I guess. Choose one ascension to decrease by one, another to increase. Okay. Do I have any I want to increase? I could get rid of this one, probably. So you discard it. Okay. Replace the ascension. So downgrade, and then I want to upgrade which one? I guess that one. There we go. Is that worth 700 gold? Probably not. Because I really need the gold to reinforce the weapon, but it's whatever. Ow! Rude? Dude, the kappas in the background are eating all my chains. There we go. Okay. What do we get? Okay, so basically reroll. No, I got the perfect stuff. That's pretty good. Alright, now I can reforge some additional times. Boink, bonk, boink. Who's doing the lantern stuff? Oh, hey, wait a minute, wait a minute. Increase crit multiplier? Heck yeah. Let's do that. As long as I place my shots. What is happening over there? Oh, vault this early? Alright, sure. Probably that one, because every time I get healed, it'd be nice to just get maxed out in case I get downed somehow. Charge. Oh, we are so done. There we go. Legendary, and now with a legendary, I could put a second gem in here. And I forgot which one I was going to do. Weapon enhance, I think. Or lucky bullet. 160% lucky shot chance. We can try that and see what that does. So let's see. 26% chance to trigger one additional time when activating a power gem. Acquire 1 stack for each Thunder Meteor Corrosive / equipped. Each stack increases total damage of talisman by 5.1%. And then 7% cooldown after triggering a power gem 30 times up to minus 30% resets next stage. Alright, so yeah. That's pretty strong, yeah. Oh my gosh, it just keeps going up. Faster and faster. Dude, that's hilarious. This is awesome. Holy shit, hold on. Okay, so instead of lucky shot chance, do weapon enhance then. Lasts for 6 seconds. 7, 8, 9. Eventually it'll get to the max level. Yeah, plus 10. There we go. Oh, 11, 12. That's so good. That's so good. Dude, enemies are just gonna be permanently frozen now. Holy moly. Holy moly. Things are happening. There we go. Task success. I get increased crit damage multiplier, which is great. And that's it. That was crazy. Where's the blacksmith? He's back here. Nice, nice, nice. So... Oh, wasn't there... Hold on a minute, hold on a minute. I might have to go back. Inside the vault, did a sniper-based weapon drop? Because I need a sniper weapon for a high crit multiplier, and then I can apply the Gemini to this. 2.5, 3.5. So why is this one 3.9? 6.4. Okay, that's pretty good. Does it have 4? Oh, it already has a Gemini too. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this is great. This is everything I need. I'm going to recycle these for a greater chance at getting what I need. So now we re-roll this until it becomes the... let's see, I want the crit multiplier. There we go. I just need more money now. So now I can attempt to re-roll this for... Where is he? For crit multiplier. Dang it. Well, I could get rid of my talismans I don't need, like that one. The extra charge ones, I suppose. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. Okay. It's not much money, but it'll help. Okay, let's finish this area, and then I'll look for the phantom... not phantom. The talisman peddler. Because I need... Okay, there's the phantom peddler. What do you got? Immunity from slow effect and damage from traps. That sounds pretty nice. I don't know if I want to spend 100 on it, though. Lucky shot chance for missing HP. What's my current one? I know I have one. 0.5% lucky shot chance. Ooh. How much for 20? I'll take that. Oh, here he is. Okay, so I can reforge my talismans now. Okay, I'll max that. I literally completely forgot that I even have that, because I'm just focused too much on charging the weapon. But yeah. Okay. So now, can I offer him my talismans? And reforge them. Wait, what's it do? Expands the choices. Reforge affixes. No, this is really good. Excluding it from... Oh, okay. I think that's really good. And then acquire 1 stack. Total damage from talisman and power jump by 5.1. I think that's also really good. And the cool, I mean, these are all really good. Maximum of 2 can't be locked. I just think it's good the way it is. Maybe I'll save this for another run when I don't get something so good. Weapon damage. That is a rare one. But what I'm looking for is... None of these are particularly good. Oh, that's what it was. It was this one, ammo compression. So the higher the magazine size, yeah, you get a higher final damage. That's what I wanted. But I haven't found a minigun this round or this run, so I'm just gonna keep going keep doing what I'm doing, I guess. Blacksmith all the way back here. Alright, come on, buddy. Give me that reforge I need. There we go. 9.3 crit multiplier now. Done. Four times crit multiplier. Okay. So what do I have now? Is it 10? 10. Even higher. Sure. I don't care. That's all I need. Ooh. That is pretty good, but I don't think I need it. I've invested too much in this other one that I have. The seal is loose. Be careful, says Crown Prince, who doesn't exist. It's like, you're not in this run. Why are you here? Yeah, like, every shot I'm doing is like 4 million damage. 2.5 million. 7.5 million. This is literally like max difficulty, just as a reminder. It's just how good the fucking charge talisman is. Higher weapon damage. I mean, sure. Skill damage for each normal in the script. That's not that good. Okay, that's, yeah, definitely this one. Now, basically, every time I shoot the weapon, it just gets stronger. Until I reload. What's it say? Elemental. Same reduction. I don't know. This is why I go non-elemental usually too. It's just because if they're resistant, doesn't matter. This is like 10 million damage per shot with no element. You can't resist that shit. If I can hit his eye, their crit spot is so small and hard to hit. Sure. I'll take that. What the fuck? Like 8 million damage. All right. I mean, sure, it's free. I don't really use that, so it's whatever. I mean, sure. I'm getting a bit excess of money now at this point. Ooh, 5.4. Hold on a minute. 5.4. How much does this have by itself? Wow. Yeah. So now I have 11.4 crit multiplier. It just keeps going up. I guess I'll get that. That really doesn't matter, honestly. Sure. If I need to panic use it in like twice at a time or something. Don't I have the ability to infinitely forge? Or did I not get that one? Whatever. Sure, I guess. Alright, this will be kind of annoying. I like the sea serpent because you could just kill him in like 2 shots. This guy's like a gimmick boss fight, so it's kind of annoying. Nope. Yes, I always look at the shop guy first. This is why you look at the shop guy first before reforging your weapons. For that exact reason. Alright, whatever. I can sit here to keep leveling that up and get the cooldown maxed. I think it's already maxed. Okay. Who has the cannonball? Where is everyone? Oh, okay. Easy. It's just one tap. Nom 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 nom. When not triggering crit hit, weapons. Wow, just even higher crit multiplier. We've got 15.4%, or 15.4 times crit multiplier. Don't need any of those. And look who it is. I need a weapon. What's it called? Plus 80% movement speed lasting for 3 seconds. Okay, I just want to buy that because I'm curious what it's like if you stack it. Why not? I have so much extra money. See, I don't know if that's good or not. Gain 1 stack of effect every half second up to 20. I might just take this one. Because I am immune to cursed scrolls anyway. Don't care for any of these in particular. For each defeated monster in the same area. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think that's particularly useful. Yeah. Let's do it. I'm just like stuck floating in the air. Shadow Fate, I'll take it for money later, I guess. They're all just frozen. Inhumane execution. Dude, it makes the hunters sit the fuck still. I love this. Or stalkers. Yeah, that's what they're called. It just sits the stalkers down and lets me hit them. It's great. Destroy a selected one? No. I'll just get a gift box, I guess. For every enemy up to 60 stacks. Why? Dude, I got this, like, last run in the exact same area. Like, the first or second area of this last area. Like, you need that as soon as you enter a run. Otherwise, it takes forever to get stacks for it. There we go. But I guess we have it. What is happening? I need to kill all the regular enemies and get them out of the way. Because the more regular enemies I kill, the greater chance I have of freezing. Oh boy. Get you out of here first. Dude, I fucking hate the Elite Stalkers so much. Okay, one of them's dead. Fuck, finally. Must be that one. No. You? Is it you? It was you. Defeat 30 enhanced elite monsters. I don't know why I just now got that achievement. I swear I have done way more than that. Okay. Let's get some, like, residual money sitting on the ground that I probably don't need. Nice. That's also pretty nice. I completely missed that. I am not hitting these crit hits, man. Haha. There's always a big sigh of relief when you're able to kill an elite stalker with, like, you know, in like 2 seconds. Dash speed will increase cooldown. Kind of want the fire ring. I know it doesn't do much, but just doing more elemental effects is always nice. Let's get the movement speed, maybe. Because now I'm just, like, always moving fast. I'm schmoving. Elite Thunderous Stalker. How about no? Get rid of the UFO. Get out of here. You. There are so many, like, regular enemies I need to get rid of. Also you, too. Before he calls in his fucking mount again. Game, can you please lock enemies in place that are in front of me? I hate how the thunder is, like, locking onto enemies 20 miles away from me that I can't even see. we go. Enhance, enhance, enhance. Ooh, a red chest. Golden goblet. I thought it's not worth it. Like, I don't even know what I have that I need to upgrade. Like, I guess I could do this. Even then, it's not like gain an ascension of your choice. It just gives me a goblet. I don't know if that's worth it. Yeah, I just don't think so. Why does his mount take damage first, even if I'm hitting him? That makes no sense. Guess I'll get that one, because I already have it, so sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so, right, about this one. Wait, are there still enemies in here? There are. Get out of here. So, upon recycling, randomly enhance one that I already have. Each successful enhancement. Each non-enhanced and non-cursed scroll and backpack. Okay, so basically it's going to get destroyed instantly. I mean, can't I just drop the enhanced scrolls I have? So what's an enhanced curse immunity scroll? Is that even a thing? What do we want to enhance? Maybe this one? I've never gotten that one before. Ooh. Oh, I can't recycle or discard that one. Okay. Maybe this one. Crit multiplier. This is the second fucking time that I misread that scroll. Come on, game. So what did it enhance? This one? Lucky shot chance for after inflicting. Okay. Sure, I guess. Okay, so yeah, the idea is you want to get rid of ones you don't need anymore. Like this, right? Recycle this. And enhance snow boots, right? Okay. Cool, I guess. Did it get destroyed? No, it's still here. Every 6th shot. I mean, that's okay. There's a chance that might come in handy. Damage resistance when reloading, which is like not often. Maybe corrosive thing. Enhanced perfect 6th. Okay. Sure. Sure, I guess. Okay, fine, whatever. There's probably ways you can cheat that so that you, like... So, what? Now I have, like, fucking 11.4. It used to... Oh my gosh, it used to be, like, 15. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's... It's still gonna work alright, I think. Maybe. Okay. Whatever. Oh, okay, it's the end already. This'll go quickly, hopefully. Elemental effect. Sure, it's free. I could probably recycle and get a better one, though. That's completely pointless during this fight, I think. Fine. Like, you might as well, right? I could also maybe buy a bun just to heal. Which, who knows how much that's actually going to help me. Alright. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. Oh man, it doesn't count as a projectile. I'm so sad. I thought maybe I could block the giant hands or something, but... Alright, cool, I guess. Finish Mysterious Choke. I've done that a million times. Does this game have new achievements or something? To, affix that to bring out. What? Is this also new? Select affix set to save slot. Sure? I don't know what I'm doing. Select affix set to bring out. So chance to trigger an additional time in activating a power gem. Acquire 1 stack for each one equipped. Each stack increases total. Okay, so basically if I equip... Okay, I think I read that wrong this entire time. 30 times up to minus 30%. Yeah. Sure, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. Where was, like, total damage? Oh, here we go, yeah. Talisman damage is 25% of my damage, which was basically just, what, the lightning and, like, the chains. Deal 100 million damage by using power gems. Okay. Except bring into the game. So Ah. How do I bring one in? Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so I could bring this in next run, I guess. Now, if I die during a run with one of these selected, does that lose it? Or is it kept until I overwrite it by winning another run? Because that was very powerful. That was very powerful. Dude, and the fact I can throw that onto a normal charge talisman too? Oh, okay. Anyway, I'll probably just play that one run for now. I'll have to figure out what to stream next. I think next time might be either TF2, Terraria, Minecraft, or I was going to try No Man's Sky at some point. But yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. So thanks for watching. Discord link on the video if you want to join. Check out what I have planned to play and recommend anything you want. Pretty sure Ghost Boy fell asleep at some point, so just wake up and see that I stopped streaming at some point.